Hello. Okay, let us start with the environment today. So, some basic facts about the environment. So, what is the percentage of the forest in Karnataka? It is around 21%, 20%, not 21%, it is 20%. And what is the percentage of forest in India? It is 21%. So, there is a difference of 1% between the forest between Karnataka and India. And if they ask us to arrange in the order of increasing order of forest as per the states, there are two ways of asking it. One is by area and second is percentage. If we consider only area, so we have to remember the code MAC OM. So, so what was the percentage? So we were discussing about. So like there are two ways of asking the question. One is arrange the forest cover by area, means how much area it is, like how many thousand of square kilometer it is, and next is by percentage. So if we consider by area, the code will be MAC OM. Means first here M stands for Madhya Pradesh, Arunachal, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Maharashtra. Then if they ask it by percentage, the code will be MAM, just MAM, MAM. So here we will remember only first three. They are Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Meghalaya. So here also M is there initially, here also M is there. But the difference here is, here it is Madhya Pradesh and here it is Mizoram. Just we have to be careful with respect to this one. Then of course, like we are doing many kind of programs to increase the forest cover and all, no? So generally there will be increase in forest cover, and this is also important because Karnataka has got the fourth position, like in terms of increase in forest. So the maximum forest increase was seen in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, and Karnataka is at fourth position. Then we have to see, like another important fact, 60% of the western Ghat is in Karnataka. Then they will also give arrange the types of forest that are found in Karnataka as per the percentage. So here it will be, the code is RPVP. If they include the unclassified forest, this will come second, means here we will get unclassified forest RUP then VP, or generally it is RPVP. So maximum is reserved forest, then protected forest, village forest, then private forest. So it is quite obvious that private forest will be less. So we'll directly place that in the last one, and reserved forest. Most of the forest will be will be reserved by the government, right? So that will be first. Then just we have to remember P and V, protected forest and village forest. Reserved forest is around 16% in Karnataka. Then the total forest area in Karnataka is, just to know on an average, it is 40,000 square kilometer. To know it much more specific, it is 40,649 square kilometer. Then let us move to the next. Here we have unclassified forest or deemed forest. So what is this basically? So the forest that has been not been considered here in this 40,000 square kilometer will be called as unclassified forest. But this is not the exact definition. There is no clear definition of the unclassified forest or the deemed forest. The definition for this is basically derived from a Supreme Court judgment, that is from the T.N. Godavarman case of 1996, and Karnataka has taken the definition from this. As per this case, unclassified forest or deemed forest are those forests that are owned by the revenue department, that are thick wooded, that are owned by the revenue department, that are thick wooded and are handed to the forest department. So these will be considered as unclassified forest. So they have regional names also. We have to remember these regional names. If they ask what are these regional names, if they ask means what are these, we have to directly consider it as unclassified forest. For example, Devara Kadu, Banne, Kannu Forest, Kumki Land, Amrit Mahal, Jambane, Soppina Betta. So all these are unclassified forest. Then we have to also know the facts on district wise forest cover also. So which are the top districts in terms of percentage, which are the bottom districts. So first top three in terms of percentage means from the district how much percentage is in forest. So the first will be Kodagu, Uttar Kannada, and Dakshin Kannada. So they are nearly 79%. Kodagu and Uttar Kannada have nearly same, but Kodagu has a slighter higher percentage in terms of decimal value, so it is placed first. So Kodagu, Uttar Kannada, and Dakshin Kannada. Then we have bottom three. So the least forest cover in Karnataka is present in Vijaypur, that is 0.26 percentage. If you have to know the percent, the number, it is only 27 square kilometer. Then we have Raichur, then we have Koppad. So this is in terms of number which I explained. So the highest will be in Uttar Kannada, that is this is by number, this one is by percentage. So in terms of number, the highest forest cover is in UK, that is Uttar Kannada, that is 8,130 square kilometer. Just remember, some around 8,000 square kilometer of 40,000 square kilometer that is present in Karnataka is present in Uttar Kannada only. Then least is in Vijapur, that is 27 square kilometer. Then we have very dense forest is maximum found in Uttar Kannada. Open forest is maximum found in Tumkuru. Scrub forest in Belgaum. Then we have the highest growth rate of the forest is formed in Tumkuru, and the maximum forest loss is in Udupi, and the district that has shown the zero growth is Raichur. Then we have to also know about, like, arranging these forest, open forest, scrub forest, if they ask the question based on this, like which is the forest that has highest to lowest or increasing or decreasing order, just remember this order. You can remember it with the logic also. So very dense will be very less, now, because it is, because we are for deforesting it. So very dense forest will be last only. So first will be open forest, then followed by scrub forest and moderate dense forest. And based on the classification that is given in the NCRT, wet evergreen forest, semi evergreen forest and all. So if they ask in that classification, so the maximum will be wet evergreen forest, followed by semi evergreen forest, then moist deciduous forest, dry, thorn, then plantation, then broadleaves. So if we have the basic idea of the geography of Karnataka also, we can decide for this. Like, say for example, this is the Karnataka map. So the here we have wet evergreen forest is maximum, followed by in the lower side of the hills we have semi evergreen forest, then here we have moist deciduous forest, then this is the dry land. Here we can find thorn land, then plantations will be less because they are only in Kodagu. Then we have broad leaved hill forest. And as per the Champion and Seth classification, there are 8 types of forest and 21 types of subforest. This number we have to remember, 8 types and 21 types, which as per Champion and Seth classification. Then we have to also know about what is meristematic swamps. So these are the medicinal plants that are generally found in Kerala and Karnataka district of Karnataka. And it is generally a wetland which is endemic to Kerala and Karnataka. Then we will know some of the schemes that are given in the economic survey. First is the Sri Chandana Vana scheme. So from name only it is clear it is related with sandalwood. So it was a scheme which was launched in the year 2012. It mainly aims at protection and development of the sandalwood orchards. Then we have the Karnataka State Sandalwood Policy. So when was it launched? It was actually, the policy was given in the year 2022. It mainly deals with the deregulation of the sandalwood and allow the growth of the sandalwood on the private lands and sell in the open market also. Means they are trying to deregulate the sandalwood sector so that the farmers can gain more money from its cultivation. And is Karnataka a sandalwood deficit state? Yes, because we import the sandalwood from Australia. Then we have next scheme is Krishi Aranya Protsaha Yojana, that is CAPI. It was launched in the year 2011-12, and it mainly provides subsidies to the farmers from which they are going to grow the trees. Then we have Hasiru Karnataka. So this is a scheme that was launched in the year 2018. It is mainly a social forestry scheme where the plants or basically indigenous plants are basically grown on the barren government lands. So this is very important fact. They are grown on the government lands in the Hasiru Karnataka project, and they are indigenous. So who are going to grow this? School children, college and NGOs, they are going to grow the social forestry on the government lands. And 10 crore has been allocated it basically to enhance the tree cover by having one tree for one house and one forest for a taluk and district. Then we have another one scheme that is very similar to this, that is Sasya Shamala scheme. So this is by the Department of Education and Forest Department. So they basically aim to plant around 50 lakh saplings. Basically, this is for the class from students of class 1 to 12, and this is a multi-year scheme, means every 2 year there will be audit up to 5 years, and if they have maintained the plants well, they are going to get paid. So what is the difference between the Sashya Samala and Hasiru Karnataka scheme then? So this is specifically Hasiru Karnataka is specifically on the government lands, but this is on their premises only. For example, if school children are growing, they will grow either in the land that is provided by the government, or generally they will be growing their school premises only. Then we have Smruti Vana Nirmana scheme. So from the name only it is clear, Vana Nirmana means setting of tree parks in every district and taluka headquarters. Then we have Devara Kadu Development 2011-12. It was initiated in this year. So basically Devara Kadu or Daivavana basically means sacred groves. So the sacred groves will be developed. Means these are those places in the nature that mainly carry some of the religious values with them. So they have different names also, we should remember this name. Rashivana, Nakshatravana, Navagrahavana and Panchayatavana are the other names for this, and maximum number of Devarakadu or Daivavana are found in Kodagu district. Then we have Chinnara Vana Darshana. So from the name only it is clear, it is basically Chinnara means children, Vana Darshana means take them to picnic there, something like that, to generate awareness. So it is for a class from 6 to 9 students, so 10th are not included. Then we have Taluki Gondu Hasiru Grama Yojana. So this is basically establishing a model green village for each taluk, and based on this model green village, the other villages will take inspiration and create something similar infrastructure in their village also. Then we have maintenance of medical plant conservation area scheme, which is basically the meristematic, which we saw here now. What is this meristematic swamp? So this only they want to grow this. So who is coordinating for this? This is basically coordination by forest department and an NGO called as Foundation for Revitalization of the Local Health Traditions, and it basically aims to protection of the endangered meristematic swamp. Then we have to also know the how much money is given in case of wild animal attack. So if the person dies due to wild animal attack, he is going to get 15 lakh, and if he is just injured, 10 lakhs. Then we have to know some facts about the tribes in Karnataka. So totally in Karnataka's 100% population, around 6.95% of the population is in tribal population. And if we just consider the numbers, so where the maximum number of tribes are found, shockingly, Ballari, Raichur, and Mysore. First three, it is sufficient to remember. So Ballari, Raichur, and Mysore. And if we consider in terms of population, it is maximum in Raichur, Ballari, and Chitradurga. This we can remember like because they are in this part of the Karnataka from north to south. So Raichur is at top, then Ballari is here, then Chitradurga is here. So RBC, something like that, red blood cells. Then we have to also know the PVTGs in Karnataka. So there are basically two PVTGs in Karnataka that are Jain Koraba and Koragas. So they are mainly found in Kodagu district and other parts of Mysore, Chamarajanagar and Udupi also. So another important fact of this PVTG is they are mainly governed by the Ministry of Home Affairs, not Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And the PVTGs are maximum in Odisha. So what are the characteristics of these PVTGs? Pre-agrarian technology, economic backwardness, stagnant and declining population, and low level of literacy. Then we will look at some of the central government schemes that are related to environment and which are being implemented in Karnataka. First is the National Bamboo Mission. This is basically a central sector mission, means 100% of the money is given by the center. So basically this mainly aims to cultivate the bamboo in the non-forest areas. Then we have Green India Mission. This is very popular. It aims to increase the forest cover to 33%. Basically it is being implemented in the districts of Kalburgi, Hassan, Sirsi. Then we have Nagaravana scheme. So what is this Nagaravana scheme? This is basically a scheme which is recently, that is in 2024. It is basically for towns and cities, and will be run from 2020 to 2025, and it is mainly being implemented in Kalburgi, Vijapur, Vijayanagar, and Shimoga. Then we have Rashtriya Krishi Vikasa Yojana. So what is it? This is an agroforestry scheme. Then we have Karnataka Biodiversity Board. So when was it established? It was established in 2003 after the Biological Diversity Act of 2002, and we have to also remember the date. When is the International Biodiversity Day? It is on March 22, and the theme for the year 2024 is From Agreement to Action, Building Back the Biodiversity. Then we also have the Nagaravana Udyayana scheme. So there is the two similar schemes. We should know the difference between them. This is basically for the towns and cities and these districts. And this Nagaravana Udyama scheme is basically for the urban forestry and municipal corporations of class 1 cities, which are those Belgaum, Ballari, Chikmagalur, Mysore and Udupi. Then we have to know about the biodiversity sites in Karnataka. So there are Karnataka has 7 biodiversity heritage sites. They are Kagga Paddy region of Uttar Kannada, Antaragange Hills. Just let me correct this. Then we have Antaragange Hills of Kolar. Then Sri Lakshmi Adi Narayana Hill of Chikballapur, Mahima range of Bangalore rural, Urumbi village of Dakshin Kannada, Rampatre Jetty, UK. Then Devi Karni and Rarchi estate of Bangalore urban. Then we have Karnataka State Coastal Zonal Management Authority. It was established in the year 1998, and under which act does it functions? It functions under a CRZ notification of 2007. In this, we have to also know about a committee called as Shailesh Chandra Nayak Committee, and then it is under which act? Environment Protection Act of 1986. Then World Bank finances Karnataka's strengthening coastal resilience and the economy project. Some basic facts related to Karnataka. How many national parks are there in Karnataka? 5. Sanctuaries are 36. 5 tiger reserve, 17 conservation reserve, and 1 community reserve. So these are the national parks: Bandipur, Bannerghatta, Anshi, Kudremukh, and Nagarhole. They will ask us to arrange them in the order they were established. So that time the code will be BB Akkan, BBAKN. It sounds like a cuss word, but it works. So B here will be Bandipur, and then it will be followed by Bannerghatta, then Anshi, Kudremukh, Nagarhole. If they ask by size, the code will be BNKAB. So B, we know that Bannerghatta is in Bangalore, so this will have the least size, right? So this will be placed to the extreme end, and the maximum will be in Bandipur. Then we have Nagarhole, then Kudremukh, then Anshi. Some basic fact about all these national parks. So let us start. So Bandipur National Park, it is the largest one. It is in Chamarajnagar district. It was earlier called as Venugopala Wildlife Sanctuary in 1931, and it was converted to Tiger Reserve in the year 1973. And the three rivers are flowing through it. So Kabini flows at the north, Nugu flows in the middle, and Moyar flows in the southern end. So the Kabini separates this from the Nagarhole Desert. Nagarhole National Park. Then we have Bannerghatta. It is in Bangalore. We all know that. Then we have, which is the river that flows through Bannerghatta? That is Suvarnamukhi River, and it is surrounded by Talli and Baikala forest ranges. And it is also a passage between the Biligiri Rangana Hills and the Satyamagalam Forest Reserve. Then we have Nagarhole. Where is it? It is shared between two districts of Kodagu and Mysuru, and it is the 37th Tiger Reserve of India. It was converted into Tiger Reserve in the year 1990, and it is also called as Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Then we have Anchi. It is in Uttar Kannada, and the river Kali flows through it. And it also has the Tiger Reserve, which is Anchi Dandeli Tiger Reserve, which was renamed in the year 2015. Then we have Kudremukh, which is in Chikmagalur, and one important animal that is found in Kudremukh Tiger Reserve is land-tailed macaque. And what are the rivers that are originating here? Tungabhadra and Netravati. And it also hosts the second highest peak, that is Mulayangiri. Then we have to know about the tiger reserve. How many tiger reserves are there? 5. So they are Bandipur, Bhadra, Nagarhole, Dandeli Anshi, then Biligiri Rangana, it's BRT. So what is their location? So Bandipur is in Chamarajnagar, Bhadra is in Chikmagalur, Nagarhole is shared between Kodagu and Mysore, Dandeli UK, then BRT Chamarajnagar. So if we have to remember the order in which these have been established, it is banned in BRT. Then we had one community reserve. Na? What is that community name of that community reserve? That is Kokrebelluru Community Reserve. So this is in Maddur, Mandya, and the river Shimsha flows through it, and it is a tributary of river Kaveri. Then we have Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary. So Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary actually is the first Ramsar site of Karnataka, and it was established on the date 15th Feb 2022. So this date is important because this was the first Ramsar site of Karnataka, and where it is in Mandya. What is it is also called as it is also called as Pakshikashi of Karnataka, and it has 6 islets, and it is formed on the river of Kaveri. Then we have Zoo Authority of Karnataka. Where is its headquarters? Its headquarters is in Mysore, and 9 zoos under working under it. What is the tiger population in Karnataka? That is 563. Last year, last time when the survey happened, the number was around some 400. No, not this one also. So just remember this: 563 is the current population of the tiger, which is the first. By this we are second. The first one is the Madhya Pradesh. So it is 785. 785 tigers are there. If you have to look at the elephants in Karnataka, they are 6,395, and we are first. Then how many biological heritage sites are there in Karnataka? There are four. Nallur Tamarind Grove of Devanhalli, Bangalore. Hoger Khan in Chikmagalur. University of Agriculture, that is GKVK campus of Bangalore. Then Ambaragudda in Shimoga. Then here we have some news. What is declaring a river as such as polluted? Means the classification that we consider to declare a river as polluted, or it is done by CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, and using the biological oxygen demand, where the pollution limits will be 3 mg per liter, and in India it is nearly 35. Such high number, na? Then we will move to some important facts that we might have missed. I have collected them. So Karnataka is the seventh largest state in terms of country, and has a 5.83% as a percentage of land. Then, if we consider the southern states, forest cover is third rank. First will be Kerala, followed by Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka. And Karnataka has 25% of the country's elephant population, that is 6,395 elephants. Then we have the environment budget, that is new eco budget scheme. So where the government has promised to compensate for the adverse effects which are caused by man and natural causes in the environment, and around 6,500 crore have been allocated for this new eco budget. Then we have Smruti Vana scheme, that is basically which we saw. It was mainly for the remembrance of Sri Shiv Kumar Swami of Tumkur and Pejawar Sri Vishwesha Tirtha Sri Padamat of Udupi. And Karnataka has 4 biodiversity heritage sites. We have seen this. Then Karnataka State Coastal Zonal Management Authority, which was established in 2000, will be headed by the additional chief secretary to the government of Karnataka. This is an important fact. Then I think we might know this one from the geography, but we'll just revise. Karnataka has 7 river basin, and in the order are maximum is in Krishna, and the least one is a Palar. So if we remember this, we can arrange all them based on the logic. So for after Krishna, we know that Kaveri is the second most important river. Then we have the west flowing rivers, then North Pennar, then we have South Pennar and Palar. So this, I think this is Godavari. Then we have state water policy, which was launched in the 2022, and the high level water policy committee will be headed by the chief secretary, and the interdepartment state water resource authority will be headed by the respective ministers. Then we have Paschima Vahini project, that is mainly aimed at construction of the vented dams to store the water that are west flowing rivers. Then we have the royalty in the mining sector is around 2%, and the District Mineral Foundation Trust. What is this? This is basically a non-profit body, and it has been implemented in all the districts of Karnataka. Basically, where the mining is going on and where the mining will be stopped, now this body will be constructed, and the funds collected from the mining companies will be distributed in the manner that has been given here. 10% will be given to endowment, 5% for the administrative purpose, and 85% will be put under the Prime Minister Khanija Kshetra Kalyana Yojana. Then we have in Karnataka, we have 26% of the net zone area is under irrigation. Means only 26% of the Land of Karnataka is irrigated, rest is dependent on the rain only directly. Then this index is important. Standard precipitation index. It is basically used for the rainfall and drought indicators in Karnataka, and it has the data of the last 100 years. Since 1902 it is operational, and the data at not at the district level, but we have the data till taluka level also. So, and the present here the data is used to calculate the departure values. So this is it. I think this is related to environment. We'll complete agriculture tomorrow. Thank you.